Guys. Hit my camera. Stop that. I don't want to hear that sound. Hey guys. So here we are. This is I'm Mark Black. This is Mark Teaches Music, and you're at our Improv Workshop, which is pretty cool. This is session number 9. 9 of them. This is the 8th day of November at 2022. And I want you to have fun. And I want you to be awesome. I actually do. And in the Improv Workshop live stream, we're trying to learn to get better at adlibbing and improvising, making things up, creating melodies. And I know that you can do that. And again, almost really 999 people out of 1,000 can do that well. So just for more information about lessons, go to www.dallasmusiclessons.com. And if you got any questions now, you need to drop them in the chat. Is this thing on? Thank you for my chat from Tom. Thank you, Tom. Is this thing on? Yes, this thing is on. Looks like it's working, right? Here's what I can tell. And let's make that thing work right there. Yep, there it is. So, and then if you got any questions, drop them in the chat. And if you're watching this after the chat, I hate that term, chat. But after the improv workshop is over, after it's over, then send us an email, mark@dallasmusiclessons.com, mark@dallasmusiclessons.com, and I'll answer your questions the best I can about anything. So, so some different things about the improv workshop. Number one is we're not just ad-libbing. I'm going to stop and try to help you ad-lib better and, give you ideas and give myself ideas. And, it's so hard when you're in the middle of doing stuff to kind of notice, hey, I said this. I forget, for example, I noticed that I ad-lib a lot better when I'm trying to show somebody something. Hey, put pauses in your playing. Hey, do sequence, do these different things. And I'm trying to show them to others. And so as opposed to I'm just kind of playing, and we all feel like this pressure. A, we have to play a lot, and B, we have to play fast, and you get kind of caught up in that instead of making a beautiful or exciting or funky or whatever melody. So anyway, so we're all learning. So I'm going to be giving us ideas and trying to live by the truth of the ideas. And so if you have a request of a style, you want to hear more Zydeco, or you want to hear me play on different instruments that I can play. So you can't say, I want you to play on the trombone, because I can't play the trombone. But you want to hear me ad-lib on instruments that other instruments I can play, because I'm kind of, trying to make variety, and then sometimes it's kind of impossible to get all the variety in there. So anyway, so you can just say, hey, I want to hear you do more blah, blah, blah. Or when are we going to get to some other kind of style? And I really want to have variety. And sometimes there's limitations, like I was trying to do something. It's really funny, this song the first song we're fixing to do, I was trying to do The Dog Days Are Over by Florence and the Machine. I was trying to do a song like that. This song sounds nothing like that. But the background, this is what came up, like, hey, this is like Florence and the Machine, The Dog Days Are Over. Does not sound like it. So all I'm saying is that a lot of times, there's a physical limitations. You can't find the track, can't make a track, problems with software. But in general, I want things to be varied, and I think it really helps us to play in different styles, different instruments. So if you got a request, different instrument, different style, just put it in the chat, or send me an email, mark@dallasmusiclessons. And of course, you're legally required by law to subscribe. You have to hit the like button. You have to share and hit the bell for notifications. Everything you're supposed to do. Do all those things. So you feel better about yourself. You feel like you're a better person. So there's links in the description that has, now this time, and there wasn't that hard this time to do, a little bit hard, but the point is hey, there's a chart for every instrument. There's a C chart, a B flat chart, and an E flat chart. The first song, just by the way, is in the key of F major. So there's a chart that shows the F major, the chords for the F major instrument. For the C instruments in the F major. There's another chart for the B flat instruments when it's in the key of G. There's another chart for the E flat instruments. All one of them, the alto saxophone, and I don't think there's any E flat euphoniums over here ad-libbing, but it could be. But and they're labeled as such. That is, so I'm saying C instruments are in F, the B flat instruments are in G, the E flat instruments are in D, and it's labeled as such. So I'm saying there's a chart now for every instrument. The reason the chart helps is just helps you see, hey, that it changed either keys or changed chord, big important chords, stuff like this. So anyway, in the description there's a link to a chart for you. There's a link for how to improvise in the scales to use, that is, for each instrument. Again, this song is in F, but if you're playing the trumpet or you're playing the tenor saxophone, then or the soprano saxophone, then you would be not in the key of F in the F scale, in the F pentatonic scale, and the F blues scale, but you would be in the key of G with the G major scale, G pentatonic, G blues. Anyway, that's hit there. So you should have that up, printed, be my preference for you, but at least so you can see it. And so that's in the description. It's in the description of this video. It's in the email to all of my thousands of fans. So be sure you got that. Don't just don't just sit here and watch this video. Jump in and ad-lib. Even if you just go one note. That's fine. Just try. And then don't play. When I'm playing, don't play. When I'm playing, listen. Perhaps it'll be some good stuff. If nothing else, which is just fine, think about what you'd like to do. What do you think would be cool? And you're ready. So when it's your turn, I go. And then and then the second thing with that, don't play when I play, and then jump in when it's your turn. Go ahead and start playing. And nobody can hear you, so you're safe. And shoot your questions immediately. If you're like, I'm trying this scale, it doesn't work, put it in the chat right now, so I can be like, oh, why is that, I wonder. And we'll figure out those things. So don't wait on the chat. I can hate the chat. Just questions. Don't wait on the questions. And then don't be put off. I don't like this stuff. You don't like this. Well, guess what? I don't like a lot of your music either. So, and I don't mean this my music. It's just like, musical opinions are like belly buttons. Everybody's got one. And just because you don't like country music doesn't mean millions and tens of millions of people don't. So, all right, let's see. Okay, so the first thing, here's our first song. Now, I'm going to pull this chart up so you can see it, so you can see what it is. This is here. Let's listen to it. Here's the chart. And I'm not going to put my picture in here just so that we can, not for any reason, it's just, this is quick. So here's our chart. And it goes along. Now, the purpose, I suppose I could say, or a purpose of lessons would be to be able to look at the chart and say, that chart, that chart is in F, or that chart is in A, or that chart goes from this scale to this scale. Yes, absolutely. So I can look at that and say every single one of those chords, the F chord, the A minor, the B flat, the C, those chords are only using notes of the F scale. This is based on the F scale. Again, for trumpet, it'd be the G scale, or B flat instruments. For the alto sax, it would be the D major scale. And then here on the bottom, kind of have some assistance from, there we go. So on the bottom, it goes to this new set of chords, concordes, and those chords, look at that, D minor, let's transition, there we go. So in the second section, it goes, this is still F, these are still the notes of the F scale, even though it's going to focus on the D minor. Don't worry about that, but it's still in the F, your respective key. And then right there is a chord, a set of chords right there that is not in the F scale. So we'll have to either, only one note's different from our F. That's all I'm saying. That how's the chart helping us? Why are we doing this? Because we would like to understand. Now, in some songs, the changes are not slow, but they last. If we hit a new chord, we can outline that chord and it'll be exciting or interesting or cool that we did that. In this particular song, and many other songs, the changes are so quick that you really can't do you really can't, it's not the right word. You maybe aren't going to benefit from following those changes. So there's the A, B flat, C. I'm just showing you how it goes. We're absorbing. It's repeating. Florence and the Machine. Dog days are over. That's a joke. A minor, B flat, C, F. Hear that sound? Absorb. Here, there it is. It's out of the key. B flat goes back to the key. Okay. Okay, now my point there is, think about that. So 4 times it goes through that progression of a da 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 da, all in the same key. Then it does the bum 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 bum. So it's going to be cool, fun, happy. Got a little country overtone to it. It's got a accordion type sound. Seriously, punched it in as, hey man, give me some stuff that sounds like dog days are over. I don't hear any of that in there. So, but it's fun. Now again, here I am on a guitar again. I'm not trying to beat guitars to death. Just only a couple of sounds seemed appropriate to me with this kind of sound. So I chose the acoustic guitar. It seemed to be a good sound. Now let's go to this shot. Again, I'm just doing this shot. I want y'all to have this shot if I am playing a fretted instrument, so you can see, I'm talking about if you are a fretted instrument player, that you can have a fretted instrument view, so you're like, hey man, and you can see what I'm doing. It's not like it's tricky. So so anyway, here we're going to start, and I got my little timer out because I want to be sure we got plenty of time. Each of us has plenty of time on each thing. I'll call it when it's your turn, but basically we're going to do about 8 measures apiece because it's the speed of the song. I'm going to go on. Your turn. This should be the sad part, the D minor. There's the chord. All right, and I'll go. Your turn. Sound. Pause this. Okay. So I want this. My turn. It's my turn. So I want it to sound kind of aggressive now. So I'm going to do a D minor or A major blues pattern to make it sound. The reason I'm saying this is so the blues is going to sound a little aggressive, and it doesn't matter whether I see it as it doesn't tremendously matter if I see it as F blues or D minor blues, because those are exactly the same notes, and the chords behind it are what will make it seem a D minor or F. Now again, you're making your appropriate translations. If you are playing a B flat instrument, that'd be G and E minor, or the alto, so you'd be D and B minor. So here I'm getting ready for this part. I don't know if seriously, it's going to be kind of hard to do this. your turn. Now keep going into the happy part. Happy part. And I will go. Your turn. I think I lost count. Sad part, you go. Now I wanted to switch it around because I wanted to get to where I could have that chord that's out, which is an A and an A7. And we could do different things. You play a whole scale, blah, blah, blah. The scale that implies, which is a D minor or D harmonic minor or D major for that matter. But a good out is to arpeggiate the chord, play the actual notes of the chord. And that would sound cool. And it's a great way to get at it. So here I'm coming to the D minor part. Arpeggiate. That thing. So I keep repeating. I just want to comment two things. One, I pushed my earphones in. It's like sound got so humongous. It's like gigantic. I can hardly hear anything. I can hardly think. I don't mean the volume. It's more like the presence. And the second thing, though, was I guess I'm having to keep myself. This is a very friendly. Remember, we talked about at various times. I need to grasp, embrace what the song is about. This is sort of an epic, a fun, friendly, like we're having a great time. We're on a road trip. We're riding our horses. We're out. In a boat. And it's going someplace, and it's like this is an adventure. I'm talking about the music sounds like that, and so we want to reflect that in our solo. Our solos doing that. So I keep wanting to, as a part of that, it would sound cool. Repeat things. Your turn. 1, 2, ready, go. And so to comment about, I say we should repeat things. I always want to repeat things. Why is that good? Because if we are speaking, we speak and repeat things because they are important. Why do you repeat your words? Why do you repeat a point? Because it's really important. So if I go, there's something in us that says that must be important. He did it a bunch of times. And it's not that it is so important, but the fact that I repeat it makes it seem important. So I'm talking about you to do that, you to repeat notes. Now we're coming to the end here. I'm going to give it to you. I don't quite know where we are in the thing. You got the solo. It's in F/D minor or G/E minor or D/B minor, depending on your instrument. And so what I'm saying is try putting some repetition. You're trying to be judicious, thoughtful. The thing I'm repeating sounds exciting and interesting. Okay, here we go. Back to you. And you got it. 1, 2, ready, go. I'm going to go up a whole scale, right? Keep going. Oh, the end of the song. Sorry about that. Okay, now I wish I could. I guess I could say these are for sale. They're not. I guess eventually do something like that. But anyway, this is just some of them. I have a cool site I found called Elevated Jam Tracks, which you can buy. My gosh, you can buy 500 backing. This is not one of them, but the next one is. You can buy 500 backing tracks. It's 5,000 minutes of music. It's incredible for not very much. And anyway, it's a kind of a cool rock, modern rock, blues kind of sound. We'll hear one. We've heard a bunch of them. Anyway, but what am I babbling about? I'm just trying to say, find tracks, as I've said already, find things that you like, ad-lib with them. When you get better and are comfortable with it, oh my gosh, we're being spammed. I didn't even know that was possible. I don't know what you do about that. Don't go to any of those things over there. I'll erase them or call them illegal or something. So, but anyway, so when you're beginning, and beginning is in that could be 6 months, a year, long time beginning. Um, you don't really want to have a huge variety like every day I play, you know, 4 different tracks. Rather, you want to get good at different things because the whole thing is you play some stuff and it's pretty cool, and then you think, oh, what if I did this? You know, you start adding things. Okay, so anyway, so we're going to go to our next track, and the next track is super cool, and it sounds just like the song. Let me turn this off. I came back to let you know. Got a thing for you, and I won't let go. Now this song, this is in the key of G minor for C instruments, A minor for B flat instruments, and E minor for E flat instruments. And let's just see here. So, look, I got a flute here. And this is a great song to sing. Remember I said that if you want to prime the pump and you're trying to hear sounds, that's not the right word to say it, but you're trying to think of things to play, a great way to do it is to sing. We'll look at the track in a second. To sing to this, and I'm mentioning that you guys need to sing to prime the pump, give yourself ideas. And I was going to sing, it's just that because this song has difficulties, it goes through permutations, different kinds of minor scales, natural minor, melodic minor, and you can use Dorian minor. And so anyway, because of that, I thought, not as a cop-out, I just couldn't teach you a lot of it. Hey, you know what I just sang? That was so-and-so. And it'd be better to have an instrument to be able to point out the different scales that we use. So anyway, you should have up, if your C instrument, the G minor pentatonic, G minor blues, G minor natural minor, and then also, is that what it is? Yeah, that'll do for now. That'll do, pig. That'll do. So now let's look at the chart. And this, I had to make this chart. Made me unhappy that I had to. Not that it wasn't evil or anything. It was just I didn't particularly want to spend the time making a chart. But what we get out of it, because there is a chart, is we get, there we go. I haven't got this on yet. There we go. Still not what I want. There we go. Let's just look at this. So this song goes on a long time before it makes changes. And all of these chords here, these chords are kind of scrambled up. Let's listen to this, absorb the sounds. There's the D, C7. Okay, now the general outline of this G minor, same as B flat major. Those are related keys. So 2 flats for C instruments. Again, the B flat instruments key of A minor, same as key of C. I hope I just said G minor and B flat. That's the C instruments. Yeah, that's what I said. And then the alto would be the key of G of an egg minor, E minor, same as the notes of the G scale. And but each one of these chords, this is using an F sharp, which is, again, back to B flat. This is using an F sharp. There is no F sharp in the key of B flat or the key of G. This is using an E natural. There is no E natural in the key of G natural minor, but there is an F sharp in melodic minor, this sound. Don't worry about it, but other than that's the D7, and here's the C7. So what I'm getting at right now is to say, when you hear these funky sounds, or you hear these cool sounds, you say, that's cool. You got to try to figure out, why is it cool? Right there, there's one, and here's another one. Let's hear it again. In the key, out of the key a little bit, in the key, out of the key a little bit, in the key, out of the key. You can feel that groove. Now I'm quite serious when I say you should be grooving out. You should be like, dude, this thing is jamming. You know, he's got it. That's what you should be thinking. Like I said, you should be like, this thing is jamming, this is cool, up in my face with cool sounds. Trying to feel it. What am I gonna play? And you're trying to prime the pump, so you sing. Then you try to play some of that. Let's try that. Look. It takes a long time, actually 8 times through a progression, 8 times through that 4 measures, so 32 bars, before it gets to the second section, which is in G natural minor. So I'll tell you when it comes. So we're starting over, and let's get this started. Let's get this started. All right, and I will go first, and we'll get through this whole thing. It'll be awesome. Cool song, super cool. And we'll have 2 times through a piece. This is where's the intro. Look in the band. That cool, baby. We'll start with something exciting. Subtle. A second and say, so let's just say, for example, I am all excited. Whoa, this is cool. What a great groove, you know. And you are feeling, or I am feeling on a different song, all intimidated and like, oh my gosh, what do I play? It's so exciting, or this is so whatever, so fast, or and it's like, what do I play? I don't know what to play. So just play these notes really slow. So right now I'm going to take my turn. I'm going to play slow notes, and I got to find the notes right. Got to figure out which ones work. This is the G minor / B flat for C instruments, and then the translation you need to make. But I'm just going to use those notes, and I'm going to play slow, and I'm still going to make the groove. We got to make the groove. Play something slow. You can change notes if you didn't like what you played. Go again. Okay, we'll do that again. Take it up and up. Okay, now this time I'm gonna repeat notes. Try repeating notes. Yeah. Natural minor. G. Again. Now, one of the things, this is my turn. One of the things we want to get is that instead of just going like, music is cool, that's so cool, the chord progression, whatever, it's like, that's cool, well, that's the hard part, that kind of stuff. We don't want to think that way. We want to be able to understand. So what's saying is your ear saying, that's a cool part. Then you need to respond by why and how do I respond to that? What do I do? And so in this case, I want to say, when I say it's natural minor, notice this section that was just finished is a little darker a little more thoughtful, a little. It doesn't have the punch. Listen to this punch coming out of this. Listen to this. And here. So, for example, the natural minor, because it's missing these notes and this note, so it doesn't go. It goes. It sounds kind of sad or a little darker, a little less punchy. So I'm saying when I say it's natural minor, even if you don't understand what that means, we need to figure out what that means, and we need to at least know, okay, that's natural minor. What does that sound like as a description? And if you can get some kind of description, you can attach that description eventually to cool notes that you would like to play, or different notes that you would like to play. So now I'm picking this solo, and we're back in the cool part, or the exciting, where it's got a lift right there, and it's got 3 of them. And here I go. This time I'm gonna sing. So I go. Beep bum 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 ba doo da da ba bum 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 la 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 la. I messed up, but I don't care. Bum bum ba dee ba dee ba doo ba doo ba dee dee da 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 ba doo da da ba 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 ba. In the privacy of your home, try singing some notes. This is the sad part. Natural minor. Singing primes the pump, teaches your ear. You got a cool sound, you're singing now. Nobody can hear you sing, except me. I can't hear you. My point is, everybody can hear me sing. So I go, wow. Anyway, you want to adlib. Here's just a regular B flat scale. The pentatonic. Your turn. Okay, now the G minor blues. Sorry. Your turn. Minor. Natural minor. Darker. It's kind of like the serious part. Like, oh yeah. I was narrated. Oh baby, you know I love you. All my life I've been wanting for a girl like you to come and set me free. And then here's the happy part. Keep going. All the Huh, didn't know it cut off like that. Okay, let me make sure that's off. Okay, guys. Okay, so let's see what we talked about. So we had the first song was in the key of F, this concert, and it was like a country pop, supposed to be like the Dog Days, but it wasn't. And the chords moved quickly, and therefore we didn't have to play as fast. And it had only one place. I mean, talking about it was actually, I can't remember how many measures, 32 measures we'll call it. It only had two measures that weren't in the key. Everything's in the key. And then in this song, here's this song in G minor. It had really melodic minor, which would it it frequently had it had two sections. It had this section, and then it went like it went with a D7, a G minor, and then. So, just for example, if the chords are written out in front of us, the first chord is E flat, major 7. The fourth chord is a C, which has a E in it. So E and E flat in the same. There's not a scale that has that. There's multiple scales, and so there's the natural minor, G natural minor, and G, we'll call it melodic. I'm just going to do the ascending melodic minor. That produces, and again, what I'm trying to get, if you know enough, which it's okay if you don't, if you know enough to know what the melodic minor is, or the harmonic, or the various minors, that's great, and you can use that direct knowledge. But if you don't, what you can know is listen to the difference in those sounds. And I was characterizing the natural minor as a darker, sadder sound. Whereas with those altered 6th and 7th scale degrees, we've got kind of a happier, friendlier sound, or friendlier, punchier, exciting. And music cannot be, and it's not supposed to all be exciting any more than all solos are supposed to be fast, or all songs are supposed to be fast. So anyway, I really appreciate your playing and coming. And so just to sum up, this is Mark teaches music. I be teaching the music. And I'm also going to say that not only am I teaching the music, but this is our improv workshop. And so if you want more information about lessons, go to www.dallasmusiclessons.com. The chat is over, or the whatever this is over. So if you have a question about music or anything I can help you with, send it to mark@dallasmusiclessons.com. And if you like it, like any of this, you need to hit subscribe. You need to, mail me bearer bonds and things like that. And you need to share this. You need to hit notifications. And until I see you again, I want you to have fun. And I really do want you to be awesome. And I think